Hey guys, welcome to the 12th video of the playlist How to Use SolidWorks for Beginners. We are about to end to learn how to sketch in SolidWorks, so let us continue with that. So first I will select on File, click on New and select Part and click on OK. Now as we all know that whenever we want to draw something, we first have to select a plane. In this case I am going to choose the front plane and I am going to click on Sketch. Now in the previous videos I have already explained you all these commands except the move entities command, which I will be explaining you all in this video. Okay, for those who are new to the channel, the link of the playlist is given in the description box below, or you can simply click on the I button which is present on the right top corner of your screen. Okay, now before using the move entities command, you first have to draw something. Okay, you must first have an earlier sketch. So let us draw any sketch here. I'm going to draw a circle, and with the help of the center rectangle I'm going to draw a rectangle whose center is exactly as the same as that of a circle. Okay, now let's give them any dimensions, any random dimensions. Let's keep this default 93 only. Now after this, let us give this dimension 150 and let's make this as well 150. Okay, now once this is done, I will now click on escape because I have finished giving the dimensions to the sketch. So I will click on escape so that the smart dimension option will now get inactivated. Now once this is done guys, now if you drop down this menu, you will see 5 options: move entities, copy entities, rotate entities, scale entities and stretch entities. Don't worry, we are going to understand all of these options one by one. So first of all, let us understand the move entities command. Now suppose I have a circle here whose center is exactly at the origin. But suppose guys, if I want the center of my circle to be at the corner of this rectangle, in short I want to move this circle in such a way that the center of this circle must be at the corner of the rectangle. So for that I am going to use the command move entities. Okay, now in this move entities, as you can see, it is first asking which entities you want to move. So I want to move this circle. Okay, done. Now always it is better to deselect the option keep relations. Why it is better to deselect the option? Because if I do not deselect this, then there is already a relation that is being added. The center of the circle is at the origin, so the center of the circle and the origin both are going to intersect with each other. So there is already an intersection. So if this intersection does not get deleted, I cannot move this circle. Okay, so this was just a small example for the circle, but it is always recommended by me to turn this option off. Okay, now once you have selected the entities, now you have to select on the parameters. Okay, now which is the starting point? Now obviously the center of the origin of is nothing but the starting point for the center of the circle. So I will click on origin, just left click once, and now you can see you can now move your circle. Now what is your endpoint? I want the endpoint of my center to be at this corner, so I will now click on the corner. Okay, done. Now suppose if I want to bring this back again, so when I am going to bring back, I am going to explain you all two concepts here. Okay, so listen carefully now. So obviously I have to again select on move entities, and I have to select the entities that I want to move. I want to move this circle only. Now guys, you can see that even without selecting the center, I can still move this circle. See, I will select on any of these points as a start point, and now I will be able to easily move this anywhere I want. Suppose if I want the center of my circle to be exactly at the origin, so what I will do is that I will just try and I try to arrange it at the origin. Done. Now once this is done, now see what is the problem when you don't select the center. See, can you see? We thought that the center of the circle, which is nothing but this point, see, this is the center of the circle, is at the origin, but it is not exactly at the origin. Therefore, whenever you want to move a circle at that time, keep one thing in mind, that you must move it according to the center. Please do not move it according to the circumference of it. This is not only the case for a circle, but this thing applies for whichever sketch that you want to move. Please do it according to a particular point. Okay, when you selected the point of the circumference, you are not sure where that point is going to lie, but when you select the center of the circle as the point to move, then you know that my center of the circle should lie on the origin. Okay, so first of all, what I'll do, I will just move this aside so that I will get a clear image about where is my origin. Okay, so I will click on move entities. Entities to move is nothing but this circle. Now the start point is here, this center, and I will just move it aside. Now see guys, now when I want to again bring this back, this center at the origin, now see what happens. Okay, observe one thing carefully, that SolidWorks will automatically adjust the center to the origin. When we bring this center closer to the origin, you will observe that SolidWorks is going to drag that center towards the origin. Okay, observe this thing. So I will click on move entities. The entities that I want to move is this circle, and the start point is this thing. And see, now as soon as I come closer, see, SolidWorks has automatically given me an exact position of where is the origin. Okay, done. Now when you zoom in and see, now can you see guys that both the center of the circle and the origin, they both lie on the same position. So keep this thing in mind. Whenever you want to move something, you can do it with the help of circumference, but it is recommended to move the entities with the help of its center or any other point. Okay, in complicated sketches you won't find a center. Okay, so over there you will get some particular point, and with the help of that point you have to move it, and this depends according to your requirements. When we will practice the sketches, at that time I will take this factor into consideration as well. Okay, now guys, after understanding the move entities command, now let us understand the copy entities command. Okay, so I will first click on copy entities. Now suppose if I want a circle whose center is at the origin, and I want one more circle whose center is going to be at this corner as well. So in short, I want one circle here at the earlier position, and I want a circle at this position as well. Okay, so I will select the entities to copy. Which all entities that I want to copy? I want to copy this circle, so I will select this circle. So can you see that now it is showing here as arc1. Okay, now after this, which is the starting point, obviously this is the starting point, and can you see that now I can copy it wherever I require. As I mentioned earlier, I want it at this corner. So see, now you are having the earlier sketch as well as the copied sketch as well. Okay, so this is how you make use of copy entities command. Now guys, I am going to use the rotate entities command, and I am going to show you how this works, and this is a very useful command when doing complicated sketches. Okay, so you select on rotate entities. Now suppose if I want to rotate this circle about this origin, I want to rotate this circle at a particular angle. So for that, I will first select the circle, the entity that I want to rotate. Now what is the center of rotation? About which point do you want to rotate this? So for that, I will select my origin. Okay, now see guys, one thing that you will observe, once I mention 60 degree here, this circle is going to rotate about this center. Okay, it is going to rotate in a circular manner. Observe this thing, it is going to rotate in a circular manner. See, once I do it 60 degree, you will observe this thing. Now once I enter 180 degree, so what will happen? As I mentioned you all earlier, it is going to rotate in a circular manner. So earlier it was here, so 180-degree angle will shift it exactly to here. Okay, so now we have all here. I will enter 180-degree. So as soon as I do that, can you see that now it has formed a semicircle and it has reached over here. So as if I again enter 360-degree, what will happen? It will reach at its earlier position only. Okay, so this is how it works. See here, by mistakenly I entered 300-degree, therefore it came over here. There was no intention behind that. Okay, now once I am done with this, I will just delete this. First I will click on escape. Okay, done. Now after this, we have understood the move entities, copy entities, rotate entities. Now let us understand the scale entities. Now guys, when understanding the scale entities command, you first have to delete the dimensions given to the rectangle. Why? Because we are going to enlarge this rectangle, therefore we have to first delete its original dimensions. Okay, so I will delete this. I will delete this 150 as well. Now after this is done, I can now select the scale entities option. Now in the scale entities, I have to first select the entities that I want to scale. Now what is this function actually? First understand the meaning of this function. Now with the help of the entities to scale, what happens is that you can enlarge or you can decrease the size of a particular entity. Suppose if I select this entity and suppose if I want to enlarge it 2 times. So what I will do, I will make use of the entities to scale command. Okay, you will get to know what I am trying to say as we finish using this command. So first of all, now I want to enlarge this complete rectangle, therefore I will make use of entities to scale. Okay, see, I will select the complete rectangle. Now after that, I have to first select a point about which I want my entities to get enlarged. So here I am going to select the origin itself. Okay, now as you can see, you have to select that by how many times do you want to increase the size of the selected entities. Suppose you want to increase the size of the selected entities by 2 times, 3 times or 4 times, that you have to select. Now here let us select 2 and click on OK. Now once you select 2, what will happen is that, see, the dimension of this side will increase by 2 times, the dimension of this side will also increase by 2 times, and the same applies to this side and this side as well. Okay, once this is done, now you can click on OK. So now you can see that the dimensions have increased. Now if you try to give the smart dimensions, see, earlier it was 150 and now it has become 300. So the rectangle or all the sides have got enlarged by 2 times. So this is how you make use of the scale entities. Let's try one thing, whether it will also decrease the size for us or not. Let us try that as well. Okay, so first of all, let me delete this. Okay, first click on escape, delete this. Okay, now once this is done, now again try the scale entities command, and you first to select the entities. Okay, now once this is done, select the point about you want them to decrease. So I want this to be fixed, and now I want to decrease them by half. So if I want to make them half, so I will enter 0.5. So once this is done, see, now you have got your earlier diagram back. Okay, if you want, you can check this. It will be 150. See, it is 150. So guys, I hope that you have understood how you are going to make use of the scale entities command as well. Now after the scale entities command, now let us understand the stretch entities command. Now what is stretch entities command? Okay, let's see this. So first of all, I will recommend you all to delete this. Okay, first click on escape because your smart dimension option is activated. Then right click and simply delete. Now after this, let's click on stretch entities. Now suppose guys, I want to stretch this side. Basically what I want to do is that I want to take this side more upwards. Okay, so what I will do for that is that I will select this side and this side. Why? Because when you are going to stretch this upwards, when you're going to move this side upwards, exactly what is happening is that the dimension of this side is remaining the same, but this the vertical two sides are already getting stretched. So when you move this upwards, you will observe that this side and this side will get stretched. Okay, so first of all, select the stretch about. So I want to stretch about this point. Now can you see, when you're moving upwards, the top horizontal side dimension is remaining the same, but the sides which are vertical, they are getting stretched. Can you see? Stretched and compressed as well. Okay, so as soon as you are done with this, now you can stretch for whichever size that you want. Clear? So this is how guys you make use of all these 5 entities. I hope that guys you have liked this video, and if you like this video, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and go check out my channel where I uploaded SolidWorks videos. They might be helpful for you, and thank you for watching this video.